Hey, what's going on, Appliance Boot Camp? This is Mike Sneed coming to you again this afternoon. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We'll give YouTube a few minutes, let them know, send out the notifications that we are live. Um, Everybody know we got the Appliance mini boot camp going on. We're going to be in Atlanta. Our first date is going to be April the 23rd. We're going to be at 775 Tipton Industrial Drive, Suite F, Lawrenceville, Georgia. You see the address right there on the screen. We'll be there April the 23rd. We're going to get started about 8 o'clock. I talked to Reggie today, this morning. That's on a Saturday. It's free to everybody who wants to come. So any and everybody who wants to come, you're welcome to come. Anybody who wants to come, it's open. Only thing, if you want to have the appliance boot camp online, you have to pay for that. But they're gonna have food vendors there. We're gonna have. I'm bringing old fashioned ice cream there, so I have it there for you all to actually sample and taste the ice cream that we actually put out of our actual store. I'm trying to bring my popcorn, kettle corn down there too. And what I want to do, I want to show you all different things you can do with the appliance repair business. Once you get your appliance repair business up and running, hold on one second. That's my son. Hey, Mike, you left your charger. I saw it. Okay, I agree. Hey, that's my son. Left his charger and his notebook. So I got to take that to him. Let me turn this off, or else it'll be ringing all night long. But yeah, I want to show you all what you can do with your appliance repair business. You can take your appliance repair business, take the resources from that, go out and start a ice cream parlor business. You can start a kettle corn business. Just showing you different things you can do. So I'm going to have that there for you to be able to see it. Also, if you would like to taste some of our popcorn, the link is in the description. You can click that link, order some of our popcorn. We'd love to ship it out there to you so you can actually taste it. Also, we have the new shirts. So if you would like to buy the shirts, and these shirts help us. It does two things. One, it allows me to continue to make entrepreneurship classes and stuff for you all, and helps keep the high school kids employed around here. And it's this right here, the appliance boot camp one. It allows us to bring more attention to the appliance repair field. So when you go out, I wear my shirts on the days that I have to do the live on Mondays and Thursdays. When I'm out, people ask me, "Do you serve in the army?" I'm like, "No, I have an appliance repair school. I teach people how to start their own appliance repair business." So it gives you a chance to actually uh, to, uh, to, to introduce people to the appliance repair business and everything that it has to offer. So you can order the shirts. We'll actually ship them out to you so you can wear them. Also, we'll have shirts down there at the mini camp for you all if you would like to purchase them. Also, I have a new book that's coming out. How to start an appliance repair business, the blueprint. That book will be coming out. You can pre-order it now. So if you click the link, it's in the description. You can pre-order the book. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. And what we're talking about tonight. This what we talk about tonight is we're gonna have some real boss talk with some real boss people. I got the link. Here go the link right here in the description. If you would like to call in, if you call in, just someone who have started their appliance repair business or any business for a matter of fact, or don't have to be appliance repair. Just anybody who have put together a business and that business has been up and running for at least 1 year. Well, we would like to talk to you just to get your get some answer some questions to see. I want to kind of do a poll to see how other people's experiences are in entrepreneurship. Because this weekend I was kind of riding a high. I'll be honest with you. The weather here is starting to change, so now we got the trees blooming and the leaves are coming back and everything's coming out of being dormant. not only are the flowers and the trees and stuff and the grasses, the yards and stuff are coming out being dormant. So is my some of my businesses. So my appliance repair business, it was down for a couple of weeks. Now that's starting to bloom and come back up. Not only that, my ice cream parlor business is starting to bloom and come back up. So I was kind of riding a high, and then I actually talked. I talked to my man Howard. I talked to him this morning too, but I was telling him, we got some wholesale accounts now, and just telling him about how things are going with the ice cream parlor business, and he has franchises. Matter of fact, he just built maybe he's in the process of building several. He just got one of them up and running. He's building a couple of them. He's building I think two or three more down in Miami, Florida, restaurants, and he's getting ready to buy one that's in here. He's getting ready to buy one that's here in Raleigh. He's getting ready to take over and buy one from somebody. But we were just talking about the business, and I brought him on. These not say I talked to my friends. I brought some of them on so you all can see and know that I'm just not saying that. And that's one thing too. Before I go, I'm not. When people normally say I talked to somebody or the other day I was with somebody. No, I used to think people were telling the truth, but then I found out that a lot of them just use that to lead into something that they want to say. And I don't know how crazy I can be that not all people were saying that they're actually telling the truth. A lot of people when they say that they really don't have any friends or anybody that they're really talking to on that level. But this I'm being honest, y'all met Howard, but I was talking to him about my business, and I really felt good because he was genuinely happy for what we were doing, and he's been telling me to wholesale forever, and he's just so excited about what we're gonna do for wholesaling. He really believed in my product, and he told me he was proud and this and that. So I'm feeling that, and I'm feeling good. So now I need to get fed some more about business. So I'm going out now, wanting to look at other stuff about business. So I'm going on YouTube, trying to find other motivational, inspirational videos about business. And I started looking at them, and always when they start talking about entrepreneurship and business, they always put a disclaimer. I'm going to tell you right now, you don't, being the boss ain't fun. You don't want to do it. It's nothing but hard work. You're going to be up all night. You're not going to make no money. You better off going to get a job. Starting a LLCs, don't do it because you ain't going to make no money. Most businesses fail. All this stuff that I'm hearing, and all that stuff is true if you're trying to build a business from scratch. Not say build a business from scratch. I mean you don't have any mentors about the business that you're going to go in. Now you can go out here to score, and you can go to the Small Business Administration. You can even have you a mentor, a business mentor, or what you pay for mentorship. But if they're not in that business that you're actually trying to go into, you're wasting your time and money. They're just going to give you general information about business and stuff. But you not saying you got to have a business mentor, somebody who's actually running a business within that business field that you're trying to go into. So if you don't have a mentor in that field, you don't have a plan, meaning you haven't bought a business plan specific for that business that you're going to go into. Um, you are going to have problems because if you're going to try to figure it out yourself, get ready to have some long nights and some stressful days for about 10 years, because it takes you that long to figure out industry. If you're trying to do it on your own, you're going to make a bunch of mistakes, and you're gonna get a lot of lumps on your head. So mainly what you want to do, what I do, if it's a business that I'm interested in, I go look for somebody who's actually running that business and who's been doing it for at least 10 years, and I see if they have a business plan that I can get with, or I call them up and talk to them and ask them, can I do they mind if I use them as a reference book to help me get started, and I offer to pay them because I know I'm gonna be reaching out to them quite a bit, and that's how I normally do it. And that right there has actually proven to be a safe way for me to get into business. You know, the mattress business that we got ready to go into. You know, I still got the folder. No, we bought a franchise. We bought into a franchise, and inside this folder, everything I need to know how to run that mattress business. So I went out there trying to fly by the seat of my pants, and that's what we done with my old business partners, Abdul and Ron and I. When we got ready to go into selling selling that mattress and furniture store that we had and used appliances, that's what we done. We went and bought a business plan. I had never done it before. They had never done it before. We went and bought into a franchise. Franchise. From there, we bought the business plan, and we just followed that business plan. And it told you exactly how to put it together. And so that's what I've used since then to get into business. I don't try to go out here and break and figure out a business all on my own. Now, unfortunately for us, and when I hear this stuff happen, people saying it, I only hear mainly just going back to us as African Americans. 'Cause I got about 90% of the people listening to me are African Americans, so I'm talking right now to them. Mainly, that's what we get. We when people say that, it's mainly us that say that. Us as African Americans, that we start telling people, "Don't do it. You're going to lose money, this and that." And we're also the group. Whenever I talk to somebody about entrepreneurship and whatnot. We're I never nobody else, no other demographics have came to me and asked me about getting somebody to paying somebody to write a business plan. I'm paying somebody to write me a business plan. How they gonna write a business plan for your business? Well, I'm getting them to write me a business plan for what type of business. But that's what I need to figure out. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to get somebody to write a business plan so they can take it to the bank to go get a loan. Or I always hear our group talking about getting a grant. You know, you can get some grant money. They get you some free money. I ain't got. Be honest, maybe it is, but I ain't got time to be worried about getting no free money when I'm running a business. I got to get this business up and running, and I ain't got time to be chasing no free money, jumping through hoops for the government. I got to get my product and get it out there to the marketplace and get my money that way. So that's how I go. That's how I operate my business, and so far that's the way it worked for me. So if you're somebody who's going to be trying to start it from scratch and stuff, you're going to have problems. You're going to have problems. But if you're somebody who goes out, say like for instance, my ice cream parlor, that's the latest business that you all have seen me put together and actually get it up and running with my ice cream parlor business. Um, I bought the actual business plan from somebody who's been doing it over 20 some years. Now that's another thing too. When you buy the business plan is not going to. Uh, this is another thing. When you buy somebody's business plan, uh, it gives you the foundation, a starting point, and it gives you directions and stuff to go here and there and there. It's not something to say if because we're in totally we no if I'm in North Carolina and you're in Atlanta, Georgia, or you're in Connecticut, the county I'm in, Johnson County, is different than than the county you're in Connecticut. So everything is not going to be exact, but it gives you a framework on which to start building it, and then you'll find out the nuances that's for you. Your lifestyle is going to be different than my lifestyle, so it's going to be a little different, but it gives you the framework. That's another thing that we get so caught up in that we can't deviate from the actual from the script at all to make it work. Either for instance, with the appliance repair business, I tell you go out and get a third party warranty company. I tell you call this number, call the and Mr. Odom put together a great sheet for you to call. You get that sheet. People call two numbers on that sheet. They sat down on their hands. Ain't nobody called me back. But did you call all of them? No. You said just pick one or two. I said once you get a contract, you pick one or two. Oh, okay. Well, I called two of them. They didn't call me back. And how many times you call? I called them one time. I emailed them one time. But you get that when they're not hungry to go get it. They think, oh, I've done it, and I'm just gonna sit back and wait. It's just gonna happen for me. It's not gonna happen that way. The other thing too, whatever the mind can believe, and whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind will achieve. Now, if you think ain't nobody gonna call you back, and if you think the business ain't gonna work for you, I'll tell you what, it's not going to work for you because your mind is going to make it not work. You got to go into a business knowing that you have done all your research, that you are prepared to go into that business, and that you're going to win. You can't go in there thinking, "Oh, I'm going to lose. It ain't going to work out for me." This and that, because it's not going to work then. But you have to go out there and with the mindset that you're going to win. You got to. And it's not something that happens overnight, but the process is the process doesn't seem like a long time. Like right now, Appliance Boot Camp. We only been doing this about 3 years now, and as and 3 years went by super fast. Same thing with the little ice cream parlor. We've only been doing that like 2 years. It done went by real fast. And what happens a lot of times we want to have everything come to us all at once. It's not going to happen like that. It's a gradual increase, and you gradually start to add stuff and put stuff together, and then you look back and the cumulative of all you've done is huge. But unless you got a lot of money and a lot of expertise, it's hard to just come out the gate with everything, all things firing and ready to go. Now you can, like my man Howard, he does franchising. He buys restaurant franchises. He come out the gate with everything blasting ready to go, but he also coming out with maybe $500,000 investment into that restaurant to get it going. It might be more than that now with the cost of construction and all that. He probably bumping close to maybe $1 million to get a restaurant up and going and built when he comes out. So he has to go out there and make enough money to service that loan debt or service or to recoup the money that he put in. Then also the buildings and stuff that they put him in, those are leased. So he got to be to generate enough money to actually cover the lease and cover all the expenses that come with that, the salaries and all that. That's why I was telling him at the ice cream parlor, I got less than $1,200 a week expenses coming up out of this thing. And right now, I'm wholesaling, and I was telling them, I said, right now, wholesaling. At the beginning of the week, my wholesale is getting to the point where it's almost covering my weekly nut that I need to have to make this thing work. I only need $1,200 a week to make this thing work, and so I'm selling enough wholesaling that at the beginning of the week I got that covered through wholesale, and everything else coming out is going to be profit. So that's what I was telling him, and that's why I'm on the high. And then go hear all this stuff about these entrepreneurs who are saying, "Oh, this is the bad thing in the world and don't want to do it." I can't find any. I don't know anything worse than having. If I had to be here right now thinking, "Oh, tomorrow morning at 6:30, 7 o'clock, I gotta get out my bed, get in the car, and drive and go sit in some cubicle and be there all day," that would drive me crazy. Or the threat of me being fired for not doing my job or because of layoffs. That would drive me crazy. Okay, we got our first person. We got Osei Bean. I'm gonna bring Osei Bean in. Hey, what's going on, Osei Bean?
Hey, what's up, Mike? How you doing?
Doing good, man. All right. Yeah. Now you're going on 3 years now. You've been an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I'm in October it'll be my 3 year anniversary.
Okay, there you go. And how old are you now?
I'm 26.
26. Oh man, good stuff. Now, did you ever go work in the work before you started your business?
No, I had never fixed anything in my entire life. Never had a job fixing anything. My background was sales.
Sales. Okay. Now you had a job before you started your own appliance repair business.
Not repairing appliances, no.
Right, but you had another job. You was an employee for somebody.
Well, at the
Not
time,
repairing appliances.
well, but when I started my business, I was driving Uber full time. I mean, I wasn't employed by anybody at the time.
Have you ever had a job other than working for yourself?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Now, coming from that, how do you feel? Do you feel it's better owning your own business, or do you think it's better to work for somebody else, less headache?
I believe it's better to own your own business because you have more control.
Uh-huh. That's what I tell everybody. The control, I can imagine somebody pulling my whole day of what I have to do. Now, how does your day start now? What time do you start your day?
So my first appointments start about I put it on the schedule for 10 between 10 and 12. But the thing is this, I leave the early morning and the evenings off for like emergency calls and return calls for parts. Like if it's nearby, I can slide in, install a part, or take an emergency call before my first stop. But officially on my scheduler, it starts at 10 a.m.
What time you normally get off?
What time do I normally get off? Maybe around 5. 5-ish.
That's great. Now, do you not be able to sleep at night? Are you staying up all night till 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning?
No, but if I am, it's because it's for a good reason. It's because I'm celebrating. You know what I'm saying? Not stressing.
Yeah, yeah. You're not. Are you worried that you're not going to be able to pay your bills?
No, I've never been late on anything. Nothing. My rent, nothing. I've not had anything turned off. I've never had a crisis. Any emergency I've had regards to my vehicle or anything in the house, I've been able to take care of it instantly.
Through your business.
Yes.
So why do you think people tell us this? Especially, I only hear a lot of times from us as African Americans. Why do they try to make it seem like being an entrepreneur is like being the boogeyman is going to come get you?
Lack of education, and then the public school indoctrination.
Oh, okay. There you go. I thought about that too. I wonder if the school system is trying to push people from entrepreneurship.
Yeah, definitely. That's the only thing. Like me, and personally, I graduated high school with a 0.9 GPA. When I was sitting in the guidance counselor's office or the
whoa, back that up. You had a what GPA?
0.9.
Not even a 1.0.
Not even.
So that shows entrepreneurship. You don't have to be this very bright 4.0, 5.0 student.
No.
And what did the guidance counselor tell you?
They would just the only thing they would talk about was college. They would never even mention the trades. They would never mention business or anything. One time I told my teacher, she said they looked at, so on graduating, right? On paper, I had 5 less credits than I was supposed to have graduated because they didn't update my report card. But I had the note from the guidance counselor that I had enough. So they asked me, like, they said, oh, what are you going to do with your life? I said, I'm going to be a businessman. And they said, oh, you're not going to get very far with that. And then that's the kind of...
Yeah. Now, have you kept in contact with any of your other classmates?
I have. So a lot of them are still actually living with their parents. Some of them are doing well, but most of them, the young men my age, they're still with their parents or I come from a lower socioeconomic background, so some of these guys are selling drugs. Some of these guys are still living with their parents. A few of them maybe did something with their life, but most of them are just, blowing in the wind based on what I see. I don't, and for that reason, I don't keep too close contact with them.
Okay. Now, are you currently living with your parents?
No, I live alone.
How long you been living on your own?
About the time. So when I moved out to my first apartment, 2 months after, I came to Appliance boot camp.
Okay. And you haven't had none of those hard horror stories that everybody's talking about entrepreneurship?
No, I've never had to pick up the phone and call my parents. I've never been at risk at going back home. I've been comfortable, man. I've been on cloud 9.
There you go. And do you think how the future look for you in appliance repair? Do you think
the future looks very bright? Very bright.
There you go, man. There you go, man. What happened if they would have had something like this in high school? Would you have taken that in high school?
Yes, definitely. If I would have found this in high school, I'd probably be worth a few $1 million right now.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. And a lot of times, I've had people just like you had a low GPA, and people who barely graduated from high school. But once they get into this appliance repair, the skilled trade, now everybody look at them as a genius. So it's funny. I have one guy who he barely graduated from high school, but this is all my he's in my family, and our family was saying no, he barely graduated from high school, not doing that with. Now everybody in the family say he's smart, he a genius. He can do anything. Do you have that same thing where people now consider you to be a genius?
Well, to be honest, people show me the utmost respect. Like, to put in perspective, so my father is from Nigeria, but he and my mother split when I was 3. He wasn't in my life anyways. I was not the son that he wanted. I was not a straight A student. I did not have certain values. So most of my life he was ashamed of me, and he didn't have a lot of respect for me. He took care of his responsibilities, but you know what I'm saying? He was like, he tolerated me, but now every time I visit him, it's like I'm the Prince of Zamunda. Like, they'll pull out his wife will cook for me. They'll call his 2 sons down to greet me, like, very formal. That has never happened before. All he does is smile when he see me. I don't know. It's weird. It's like a complete 180.
Yeah, I'll never forget. After I started my business, my dad had never told me anything. I remember one time we was getting ready to leave. We get in the car, and he told me, he said, "I love you." I felt so far away. I was looking out there. Excuse me, he said, "I just want to let you know I love you." I said, "Oh, okay." Yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, this is great stuff, man. This is great stuff. So not only being the entrepreneurship was able to get you secured financially, but it also got the respect from your father. Your father respect you.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about that now? You feel great about the respect, or?
To be honest with you, I didn't really care. A lot of us, we have issues with our fathers, and we
Mm,
go through. But I dealt with those issues long before. But it's good to know that it's like, I guess he was worried, like, whether I'd be able to handle my own as a man out in the world. So it's
mm,
good to see that like a weight has been lifted off his shoulders. In terms of whether he loved me or not, that's not important to me. But it's good to see him, like, he told me that he feels like his life is complete now that he knows he's doing good. He felt, because he said everything else was good in his life except for me. But he says now
mm.
that I'm involved in this and he sees that I won't have any issues, he sees like his, like, a great weight has been lifted off his shoulders, and he could finally rest. He said
I, I,
if he died today, he would have no regret. That's what he
I,
said.
I feel them because that same thing happened. Once I got going and became a entrepreneur and a business owner, I what you call I started being able to have man to man talks with my father. It was like we became we really I could get counsel from him. It wasn't so much I was his son anymore. Now we got counsel, and then it got to the point where he would ask me about my opinion and counsel, and that was kind of crazy.
Hmm.
We got somebody want to know, Mr. O, about how many calls are you doing a day?
Anywhere from 3 to 6.
Okay, got great mix there, 3 to 6. And Mr. O, you had never worked with your hands or fixed anything when you came.
Never, never. You
Yeah.
see, I barely knew how to use the pliers when you came
Yes, yes.
to feed me.
Yeah, I remember he was one of the ones where we had to. I first realized people had never worked with hand tools before. But he whatchamacall. Shortly after, he sent me a picture after he had got in the field. He was changing. You had took a front load washer down for the tub burn. I said, okay, there you go, good stuff, good stuff. But that's another thing. I find it hard to believe that you had a point in mind because you was one of the first ones who really grasped reading schematics and stuff easy.
Oh, so the thing is this: I'm not like academically challenged. I was just disinterested. So when I was 16, I started reading Robert Kiyosaki books and everything and stuff.
Uh,
I was interested in wealth and being
mm,
a businessman. I knew school, like, pretty much the writing was on the wall with in regards to the inflation and how much our dollar has value. So I knew
uh,
that school, the institution of school, was an industrial age idea. So I
mm.
wasn't invested in it. I could have, if
Oh,
I
you just detached yourself from the school. You did. Oh, you was one of the guys. You just invited. You didn't take the bait they try to give you.
I would just, I go to school every day around 10 a.m. I would skip a lot of classes. I would leave early. I just did enough to make sure I graduated. I never stayed back or anything, but I didn't take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? I knew that I was being sold a bad bag of goods, and the that I would inherit as an adult would be radically different, and I would have to take the bull by the horns, so to say.
That's great, man. That's great. And you're living in a high rent district area too. What
Yeah,
area are you up in?
yeah. Rent. So I'm in the Boston area of Massachusetts. Rent for a one bedroom slash studio starts about 1,500 right here, right now, just for a one bedroom.
Mm.
So,
Yep, and you're taking that all by yourself.
yeah,
No roommate or nothing.
I've never been. It's not an issue. I don't have to think.
Oh my God! Now, how about with the gas prices? Did that scare you, the $5 gas prices?
No, I raised my costs. I raised my service fee called $15. That increased it based on my value. That's anywhere from 30,000 to 45,000 extra dollars.
Oh my God! Great stuff, man. Great stuff, man. Hey, I'm so proud of you, man. And you're one of the ones too. By the time you're 30, you'll be a multi-millionaire doing this stuff because you're not only are you you know the technical stuff, but you're also always trying to thrive and get more into it. You chase he's thoroughly chasing that money and where the money is at. He's thoroughly always looking for how he can increase his earnings and stuff. And
Yeah,
I'm so glad to hear you calling because we have so many, especially young people, this day and age who can't survive, who's crying but they can't survive and they can't live on their own. That young people ain't making no money. Here it is, you living in one of the most expensive places you can live in America,
mhm.
and you're on your own, not having a problem making it, all through appliance repair.
Yeah. And you was telling me when we spoke that if I was to come down south in your area, what I pay down here would have me like a four-bedroom house with a 20
Yes,
out of lake. So that's crazy to me. That's insane.
yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, that's more than I pay for my house.
Wow.
That's yeah, that's more than I pay for my house, and I'm on the lake. Yeah, yeah.
There it is.
But very proud of you, man. Very proud of you.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad that you were born. If you weren't born, I wouldn't have been able to find this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna set me up for the rest of my life.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll be coming up. I might be coming up closer that way towards the end of the year. And so I love to hook up with you when I get up towards Boston.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Okay. All right. Thanks again, OCB, man. I really appreciate it. And you are truly an inspiration, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
All
I have
right. All right. Thanks. All right. There we go. OCB. We got a young guy. Give me 1 second. Everybody hitting me up. All right. Young guy, he came here. He was one of the first ones that came to Appliance Boot Camp. He was the first person that I realized had never used hand tools before. He didn't know what the pliers was, didn't know what the ratchet was. But he came and he got it. Like he said, not only did he's able to support his own. He's a man now. He's been living on his own, and people complaining about rent and all that. He's living on his own, no roommate. And he had it's just amazing. He's his father now. Say his father say he can they can get Lord can come get him. He happy he can take care of him. He take care of himself. So this is great. This is great. We're gonna read some of the stuff we got going on in the chat. Also, if you would like to come in, we got a link here. I'm gonna be mindful tonight is the NCAA and Carolina's playing, in which I wanted Duke to be in, but I'm gonna be mindful of that and kind of get off a little early so I can catch the end of that with my family. But Dale Scott said, "What's up, ABC family? What's going on, Dale? Like I say, that's the link if you want to come in. What's up, Mr. Mechanical? Mike Salute Player. Thanks, man. Good Tech Appliance Repair. Say what's up, family. Shade Star. Hello. Like I said, if you would like to come in and just we will like I say, a lot of times when people do these types of do these types of videos when they're telling people about entrepreneurship and stuff. I never really seen them have real entrepreneurs come on and tell their story about how they actually feel. And and I want y'all to get it directly from the entrepreneurs, how they feel and how it worked for them. All right, Shay Star, what's going on? Grandmaster Mike and ABC family, hey, how you doing? Right here, this number you see that's scrolling at the bottom, that's my office hours. That's read that. That's a Wednesday 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's not Sunday morning 2 a.m. in the morning. And also, when you look at these videos, look at the timestamp. If you see me on here and you see the timestamp is from a month ago, and I'm not live at that time. So look at the timestamp and just realize I'm not gonna be doing no live thing in no 2 in the morning on no Sunday morning. So be mindful of calling and emailing at that time. If you want to catch us live, it's Mondays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. If you want to catch us live. Other than that, I'm not live and I'm not answering no phone no 2 in the morning on no Sunday morning. Quentin Hodge, hey Mike and ABC fam, hey how you doing? All right. What's going on? My apps. So what's up, Mike and ABC family? Hey, how you doing? Okay. First class services, facts, good resource, but not for this industry. Score. Yeah, it is. It is. A lot of people, score does help you go there and think out your, and kind of kick holes in whatever it is you're trying to do. But most of us are not at a. I shouldn't say that. Yes, I am going to say that. Most people don't have the what it takes to just break a whole new industry, a whole new business. But we think that's what we have to do. We think we're going to be the new Uber. We want to, and the thing about it, we don't have no money. We want to crowd fund it, to go out here and try to make something play and stuff. You gotta get you a business that's tried and proven that you can get a hold to, and then from there, once you build that business up and learn entrepreneurship, then you can go over into other avenues of business. But just coming into the first business and gonna break something in, that's almost incredible. All right, we got because we don't read. Haven't heard from you in a while. How you doing? Because we don't read.
Peace, Uncle Mike. I'm good. Well, how you doing, sir?
How you doing, man?
Mhm.
Now because we don't read. How long you done businesses before? And how long you been doing your appliance repair business now?
Um, on and off, really. I started with you the right way about
Hmm.
2.5, 3 years ago, but I was tinkering with stuff back in Texas. I did,
Yes.
yes, sir. I did have a business as a landscaper. I did some other stuff too that was uh 10 times harder than fixing washing machines. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell us about the other ones too. Now, when you first started business, did you buy like a business plan or anything? The first ones you done? Do you have like a business mentor?
No, sir. That's why it was way harder, man. You skipped us up, about 10, 12 levels, able to get into that six-figure range for about 3 years now. I was
Uh,
because of you. But what happened was is I was working. I had a job at Goodwill.
oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was working at Goodwill is what it was. And what happened was we cut the grass on this Goodwill facility in Savannah, Georgia, sir. And
Hmm.
we cut that joker. We made it look nice, right?
Hmm.
The
Hmm.
boy gave me my check, showed me I made $7 an hour. I was pissed. We worked about 2 weeks long. I got about $300 per week, $600, and then somebody asked me, "Hey man, could you cut my own grass?" And they gave me $50 right then and there when I
Hmm.
was done. So that told me, "Hey man, I can't work a job because there's a situation out here in life where if you serve people, you can make damn near 10 times what you make at a job, working the same amount of hours, but just working for yourself." Or creating
Hmm.
a business and letting that business create funds for you. So that's what kind of changed my mind set from it. But I was working. I still got away from it. Went back to job. Went to job for Walmart. And then I see this old bald head dude on the internet talking all this stuff. Talking about you do this. And my soul said, you need to follow this, man. I know there must be something in the sky, Uncle Mike. Got to be something in the sky. It's something said, follow what this man is saying for you to do. So, but you was charging eight. First it was 500. And I was like, 500.
Right.
Scared of 500. I don't know. I can do this for 500. My rent at the time in Killeen was $800. So
Uh-huh.
then you had went up to 800. I said, he going up. I got to do something. I got to do something. So, man, sir, I had worked real hard. I ain't pay my rent that month. and I took my money and I bought your course. And
I
when I bought
remember that.
your course, it changed my soul. I quit that job immediately. I was running around Walmart, driving to Nebraska, driving here and there, trying to fix, set up. We would lay out the stores and Walmarts and things like that. And it was just, we was working like a slave. Then I got people agitating me. I was a soldier anyway, so I don't like no micromanaging anyway. So it's just what you've taught me has changed my life totally, sir. I got guys working for me. It's working. I'm trying to be a great boss to them. They receiving great pay, just following your blueprint. And it is, I'm closing on the house on Wednesday. Everything is going well because of the things that you've taught me. And so now I'm trying to open an ice cream shop, sir. I'm trying to sit down and dish out jobs somewhere for real. So I'd like
There
to.
you go, man. That's good. That's good. So I want to ask, why do you think so many people when they start talking about entrepreneurship, why they try to make it seem like it's something so bad that it's better to be an employee?
Because they're afraid. They're a bunch of
Mm,
punks. See, we were taught to be sissies and punks, especially our family, especially the male version of our family.
mhm,
We're taught to be scared and afraid, not realizing all you really doing is providing a service for somebody, or you selling a product to somebody. That's all business is. You make a
mhm.
product everybody needs, you sell it, or you provide a service. Any and everybody can be a business owner. Your
Yeah.
wife that can do hair is a business owner if she just believed in herself, and even more importantly, had a mentor show her step by step by step. Baby girl, this is how you go get your school license. This is how, when you got your license, this is how you go buy all the products you need. This is how you get your customers right here. Once you got a mentor that show you step by step which way to go, life takes off for you. And you've been that mentor for me. I don't know if you remember, but I was calling you every 5 minutes. I ain't got no, when I first left class.
Yeah. Hey, everybody starts off like that.
Right. So I remember stressing you about not having a warranty company. You knew people. They ain't calling me. Calm down, man. It's January. It's the cool season. God, it's gonna be cool. All right, Uncle Mike. All right. And then man, and I got 4 or 5 contracts now and wonderful relationships. I got multiple year relationships with companies, and it's changed my life. I was just talking to my a young man, James. Man, I was just talking to James. I was like, man, what Uncle Mike has taught you makes you bulletproof. I can be picked up in any city in America and go get give blood for $60 and get tools.
Yeah.
Sign handy. Pay for my hotel the first day. The next day, pay for me some more tools or a little $1,000 car. By the end of the week, I'm about to get a little car. By the end of the next week, I'm gonna get me a place in my name. By the end of the next 2 months, I'm looking to buy a building, and it's all because of the information you gave me and the system that you gave us is ironclad. There's little things you need to learn, little ins and outs you're gonna get by just getting out in the field, but it really is the fear. It's the fear of us not believing in ourselves and us not believing in you, Uncle Mike. You're a guy on YouTube. That's what they think. You're just talking, right? But they're not putting it out there. Like there's some brothers that was in our class that still ain't never started. Fool
Oh,
spent
wow. Yeah, yeah. I got a brother. He hasn't started, but he got to relocate. And if you listen to brother, I'm not talking about you. He got to relocate, and because of family issues, and he's nervous because he doesn't know what he's gonna do. He's not gonna have a job and stuff. I said, well, go ahead and like you say, go ahead and get some contracts in that new area that you have to relocate to.
right.
'Cause what you just said, to me, it just make all the sense in the world. I could go to any place and do what you just said and be up and running, making money by the afternoon.
And
You
sign up
know,
with TARM. Sign up with. I'm gonna tell you what to do, young brother. You get your tools. You sign up with TARM. You find
mhm,
the easiest jobs. Fix dryers. That's gonna
mhm,
bless your family. You
mhm,
just work on dryers and dishwashers, and that's gonna bless and take care of you wherever you are. I don't care what they say. I don't care what fear coming. It's fear. You
mhm,
need to believe in yourself and understand that your family comes from inventing everything that's around you.
mhm,
You can do it. And if you're not in a family, guess what? You still can do it. Because
mhm,
this is a man's world. It's just boring without ladies, but you can do it.
mhm.
Your hands can build it. So you go out there, you pick up handy, you pick up cinch, you call Tarm. There go your work right there. Then
Yeah.
you choose now the easy jobs. You pour your soul into Uncle Mike's training. Like you said, buy other training. Fred's Appliance is a wonderful tool that you can also pay for.
Mm-hmm.
Give you videos, you can be in the field and look straight at friends, look straight at Uncle Mike's, and then
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. Now you got your research down
Mm-hmm.
and change your life. It's all on you. If you get out of the way. If you get your butt out of the way, your life can go as far as you want it to go. Now you can believe it or not. We telling you, the videos is here. These brothers ain't playing with you. It's guys in this class, took this man class, making $30,000-$40,000 a month.
Yep.
Mrs. Ward, you're crazy. Mrs. Ward ain't nothing to play with. She really, for real, is making that type of money, and you can do it too. If you just believe in yourself. And not only are you getting that, you're getting 4 or 5 other business. You think I'm playing when I say I want an ice cream store? I'm not playing. I got the cash flow generating for I can go there, and I got a course the man gave you that you can now sit back and be an old man and put your text out there. Now you can have your passive income. Now you got multiple streams. Man, you can set up garage doors, which is easy. You have
Yep.
paths to get rich with this man. And if you're not listening, it's your fault. And if you don't go forward in your life, it's because you were fearful. And the worst thing in life to have is regret. You regretted to not start, and now you got to take longer to get where you need to be. Start and do it and move and change your life. That's
great stuff, man. Great stuff. And like I say, I appreciate you all, man. You all are. If it weren't for you all, it wouldn't be no appliance boot camp because you all go out there and put the work in and keep the brand strong. I really, really appreciate you all. Really do, man.
Sir, you put something together that worked. See, I know the Father blessed things because it worked. If what you was doing was bad, it would have failed some kind of way. How could this last so long if what you're doing ain't right? If we stand, somebody would have went to jail by now. If this was
yeah.
But we just showing up to customers' houses, treating the people like they your aunts and uncles, and figuring it out. Don't be lazy. Look up the model number, serial number. Look up the common causes of the problem. Be as respectful as you can. Put your booties on. I don't care what you believe with COVID. Put your mask on. Get in the house and love your auntie and your uncle and fix their machine and order your parts on time so you're not delayed. I'm helping you. I'm helping your warranty stars right now if you're paying attention. Order your parts on time. Right? And get the parts and put it in as best as you can and do the best you can and treat these people with love. And this service is going to bless you. If you're all Christian and you read the Bible, they say, who going to be the richest and the strongest? He said, the one who serves. McDonald's serves 1 million people. They are filthy rich.
Yeah.
So serve people. Anyway, I love you, sir. I know I ain't spoke to you in a while, but I'm busy. I'm busy.
I know you are. I know you are. Because I've been hearing great things. And that's the thing, too. Not only are you all out here doing it, but you all are mentoring and putting other people in business and getting them going. So I've heard great things about the stuff that you're doing down there. You going to show up at the mini camp?
Uncle Mike, you think you finna come to Atlanta while I stay and I ain't finna see you? Oh no, my man bosoms on your man bosoms. They call it a hug, and we gonna get some love going around here. Yes, I'm already signed up.
I'll see you out there, man.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Have a great night.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye. All right, that's because we don't read. I hadn't heard from him in a while. But like I told him, I've been hearing great things down there. He has several brothers up under his wing down there that he's helping them. And this is the other thing too that they're doing. Like you say, he has an overflow of work coming in now. So some of those young brothers that's out there, there's people are throwing alumni throwing these young guys that's just getting started and young ladies. Not say young, it don't mean necessarily age wise, but young as far as getting into the business. They're throwing them work and keeping them busy and keeping their thumbs and stuff on them. And we talk. I talked to Miss Ward this morning, and she's doing the same thing. Got people she got up under her wing that she's keeping them going and stuff. So yeah, they're doing great stuff. They're doing great stuff. All right. Patrick Young, what's good, Mike? What's good, HC family? Hey, how you doing? SQ Services LLC, what's up? Okay. BK from the Rockies, what's going on? All right. My app, we have too much bad information or general information that does not work for our community. Running on grant money is like continuously begging for fish instead of it is. That grant money stuff is crazy. That grant money stuff is just crazy. having to go beg for money and stuff all the time. I'm telling you, just I don't want to be overselling this thing, but this appliance repair, man, this is good. This is good. This morning, 7 o'clock this morning, I get a call from one of my friends. I got a call from two of them. Matter of fact, I got a call from one friend. He owns a restaurant. We are friends now, but he owns a restaurant, and I go fix his restaurant and stuff. So now that's the thing. My wife tell me, excuse me, my wife tell me they ain't your friends, they're your customers. But when I go fix their stuff, we always have great conversation and we talk and stuff outside of me just fix. They call me sometimes even when they don't have to have anything fixed. So I called them my friends, but really my customer. I get one customer call me at 7 o'clock. He said, "Hey, I done a little short video earlier today, and I went there. I had to fix it. I call it a cheese melter. He has a restaurant, a high end restaurant, and what happened whenever you order stuff, say like you gotta get like a cheeseburger or something like that, and they got anything that got to have cheese melted on it. They just set it up under that little broiler thing, and they'll melt anything, get everything hot, and then they can put it off, with the plates and all that stuff. So it wouldn't light. He couldn't get it to light, and he said, "Hey man, I need to get you here. Lunch started at 11. I gotta have it." So I went for call. I go there and I'll get that up and running for him. He's good. Howard reaches out at me, say, "Hey, I'm getting ready to buy this restaurant. They having some issues. The restaurant, the guy who's running it now, excuse me, the young lady who's running it now, just not able to keep up with it. Don't have no just not just overwhelmed with the restaurant business. So he's coming in. He's going to buy it from her and get it built back up. And he has some outlets. So what he done, he's in the process of buying it from her. So he took staff from one of his other restaurants and took them over there to actually to run it. And from there, they told him some stuff that was broken that they need in order for the restaurant to run. So he what we call I'm getting these text messages. So he called me and asked me, "Can I go fix this stuff up to get it running from him, to get him up and going until he can finish this stuff out." And what he's trying to do, he's trying to get a pool of what her numbers are like, and he asking me when I go there, "Hey, tell me what it looks like." So when I go there, I'm looking at what it is, but I'm also counting customers and looking to see what it's looking like, and I'm telling him what I'm noticing about the air about the actual how the actual flow was going in the restaurant, what the old manager issues. Like I was there just kind of looking around, but I was watching the way the old manager was actually trying to run the restaurant, and I saw issues that she was having with a restaurant. With a restaurant, if you ever gonna get into the ice cream parlor business, when you get a rush, you're not gonna be able to take money and go make ice cream, and you're not gonna be like she was doing, trying to take money and go make smoothies. Your job, if you're on the cash register, to take orders and get the tickets out, and you have the other people who scooping and filling the orders. That's their job to fill and scoop. Your job is make sure that cash register is correct and keep moving people in. Once they get the order and all that stuff, they're okay then. But if they waiting in line to have an order, they kind of get a little antsy. So as long as you got the line moving and staging them out, is okay. Cause once they come and order, then I got another side I want to push them to. Hopefully, I can get them to buy some popcorn. We got T-shirts and stuff in there. Or also, I want them to go to kind of venture out right next door to the other shops and go spend some money. So I was actually able to look and see what she was doing. And I told him, I said, "Oh man, she got some issues here and there, but you got the crowds there, and it ain't a fact of not having the actual people coming through because she had lines out the door, but she just didn't have the processes down to get them in and out, and she was understaffed because the finances are hurting. She doesn't her idea is I ain't got the money to pay the staff, so I'm gonna get here and try to do everything, and it's just killing her. Versus what my man Howard does, he go there. and he go ahead and he pay the staff and get the staff and get people in and get them turned quicker and keep the service up, and he make more money that way. So all right, so we're gonna get here. Greg B, he's right. Yeah. Osei being good stuff. Yeah, Slick Fritz of Mazumba. Yeah. Uh, money talks, Mr. Mechanical. Money talks, everything else walks. Yep. Yep. He said he was doing 3 to 6 calls per day. That's good. Yeah, Mr. Make. Yeah, and see that's the stuff that that's crypto leads at 100. They no, see that's the stuff that I wish that people would interview somebody like Mr. Osei Bean more. Because what happened, we go and we talk about all these young people, all the bad stuff. Can't nobody afford no house. Can't nobody afford to live on their own. They gotta live with their parents and this and that. And here it is, a young guy. Didn't have a 1.0 GPA, but he's very smart and intelligent. That's going out here now, just doing fixing appliances, fixing putting dryer belts on dryers and stuff. And he's living in the most expensive area in the United States. That New England area is very expensive, and he's there making it on his own. He ain't got 2 or 3 people sleeping with him and on the couches and all that. He's making it on his own. So that's great stuff. I wish people would do more to show that you can do that with the skilled trades. You can actually stay in those places. Triggs 9802, what's up, Mike? Hey, how you doing? Yep, I'm Frankie. I'm proud of him too, man. Very proud of him. Michael Campbell, what's up, Michael? ABC fam. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, good stuff, Mr. O. Yep, he's up in Boston. Yep. What's up? That's because we don't read. Thanks for calling in. Student info. Yep. Hit the like button. Mr. Mechanical, Mike passing the knowledge around to the youth. That's the definition of each one teach one. Yeah. I think not only me, but it's everybody. See, that's the great thing about this thing. It's not just me who's putting this stuff out here. Once these guys get out here and they get to running their appliance repair business, after about a year, they can easily tell other people how to run an appliance repair business. They know how to they really know how to run a business. And like I said, this right here is not no hustle, and this is not something where a lot of people say, well, you don't want to tell nobody because you tell somebody it's going to get over saturated. It cannot get oversaturated. For 30 years they done took everybody out the skilled trade. So not only are we hurting in appliance repair, we're hurting in electrical, HVAC, plumbing, carpentry. Right now, it's 4 buildings right down here, and if people got the cash, they got the money to fix their building, but there's nobody here that can fix it. Like I said, there I go again with my friend, but one of the construction companies, I was talking to the owner this past week in my ice cream parlor, and he said he's 6 months to a year out. He won't even take no more deposits. He said he won't even take a deposit for nobody. People want to get him, and not say deposits, where I'm talking $60,000-$70,000 cash. He said he won't take it no more because he's just too far booked out. So that's the type of stuff we're in, where people got the money and people want to get it paid, get it fixed, but it's just not enough for us to go around. Like I say, my man called me. My man called me today at the restaurant, and when I went there, we normally have a stock of what problems he had with his restaurant. He couldn't find his box of stuff. Somebody had moved it, and so I told him I said, let me just. We had looked for it for about 15, 20 minutes. I said, I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna go up here to the store and to the supply house and get you one. No, Sneed, you stay here. I don't want you to leave because I don't know if I can get you back out here in time. You stay here, and he went looking for it because that's what it is. And when I was there, He had a whole list. Not only did he have to get that fixed, but he had all this other stuff that he wanted to fix, the light in the vent hoods, one of the sprinklers and stuff. He wanted to fix all that stuff because he said, "Hey, man, I know it's small stuff, and you come out and help me, but I got you here. I want to go ahead and get all my stuff now because it's so hard to get somebody. Right now, we're already booked into the middle of next week, and it's just Monday. And it used to be I feel bad when people call. I still do when they call, and I got to tell them we already booked for this week. We booking for next week. But now when they call and they ask me, I say I'm booking for Wednesday of next week. That's closer than anybody else. Take it. People are taking it because there's such a demand for what we have, such a demand for the skill set that we have. I like to hear the yeah. See, that's what I want to hear from when I see. This is the stuff that I want to hear. This is the stuff that I want to hear right now. When I go listen to other channels and stuff, I want to hear this right here. I want to hear success stories, especially if they're putting out courses and they teaching entrepreneurship and stuff. I want them to just open it. I don't screen the calls. Whoever calls, get in. I want to hear the success story from the people who have taken the courses and say, hey, I was able to take the information you gave me, implement it, and I got the same results. Because this is the stuff that I love. This is the stuff that I love to hear. But I can only get it from you all. I can only get it from you all. Are you going? No, I'm not a Carolina fan. Anybody, I'm ABC. Anybody but Carolina. Michael Campbell, thanks for my shirt, Mike. Got it in the mail today. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for buying it. And what he's talking about, we have the Appliance Boot Camp shirts. Like I say, the link is in the description. You can buy one, and it allows us to get the information and the awareness of appliance repair out to the community. So they know, especially young man like O'Shea Bean, who didn't know anything about it, but luckily he got it. He got it at about 23 years old, and look at him now, 20. He's been living on his own since he was 23, paying his own bills and stuff. To the point that at 23, his father now saying, "No, he's the man." So we can get these young kids to actually look into the skilled trades, especially appliance repair. If somebody's calling at 2 a.m., they down, they down bad. Yeah, you'll be surprised. You will be surprised how many phone calls I get at 2 a.m. and how many voicemails I get at 2 or 3 in the morning, and they mad because I won't pick the phone up. Like you see me doing this right here. That's what I'm looking at right now. Uh, people, people are what you call. Uh, People are texting and trying to call now while I'm on here. I got the link in there, but people are looking at it and what they want to do. I know everybody has a heart out there. I think from what I hear, people are having a hard time out and they see this and they just need to talk to somebody. They need direction and stuff. And what happens, the information that I give them is just so simple. Like because we don't read, just told them, hey, you can take the course and you can just go get simple stuff like a dryer in the range. They easy to fix. Just do pick those out and make your money and stuff. So I give them simple stuff. Hey, take the course and then go sign up for third party warranty company. Do 1 or 2 stops per day. You be okay. That they don't, they can't accept that. They got to be something more to it than that. And they, I don't know. They won't go. Like for instance, this one I never understood. This was what one of the what the young man, if you listening, is not. I'm not picking. Like I always say, I'm not picking. But I just don't understand the thought process behind it. One of the things he said, can you give me the name of some of the alumni to the city? He's moving to a city. He said, I'd like to get the name of some of the alumni down there. One if they'd give me a job. I mean, like, you got the same information they have. Why you want to go work for them? Just go out there and do what they done. If you're going to be moving to that city, start now. What's it called? Applying for those third party warranty companies in that city. By the time you get there, you be ready to go. but I don't know. They I guess they're afraid. I, like I say, because of the read, he told you the money that he was going to pay for his rent. He used that to buy the course, and so it wasn't no going back to Texas. When him and his son came through to take the course, that was it. When he got to where he was going to live at, I don't want to tell where he lived because I don't know. Most people that know him personally, they know where he lived at. But when he was going that way, it wasn't no going back. It wasn't nothing to go back to. When he got to his new place where he was gonna live, he was gonna have to make it work. And that's how he was gonna have to eat and live because he had spent all his money to get the course, he said, "Well, I'm leaving there. I ain't staying there. I'm going this place to live." And that's so I'm gonna start off when I get there. And he put it together, and now look at him. He's doing well. Same people that might have bought the course when he did weren't ready to make that. They I don't know what they're afraid of. I don't know what they're afraid of, but they wouldn't do it. But they still uh, uh, they still haven't got going like this guy. You know, if you it's just like this grass and stuff that we have now. The weeds. I have a weed in my yard that I haven't got rid of. So what happens every time during the beginning of the spring, it pops back up, and then about the time my grass, I have centipede grass. By the time end of May June come, my grass become undormant, and my grass will come in, centipede will come in and choke it out and kill it. So I'm thinking, okay, it's done. I'm good with it. But every year around May, the weeds come back and they come back bigger and a lot more because I gotta get somebody in there to treat it. Um, so the same thing happens in your life. If you think every year this time, your life, you start running into problems, and then eventually it goes, that problem goes dormant, and you think you don't got past it. It ain't. It's coming back, and every time it's gonna come back bigger and stronger. So you kept ignoring it, and you wouldn't go and make the move to make your life better and get rid of that bad weed that keeps showing up in your life. Well, now it came back again. It's three times stronger, and now it's immune to the Roundup and stuff you've been using. And now you got to make a decision. And you could have done it 2 years ago and started your business, but you don't. And now it's getting to the point where it's starting to choke you out, and you got to now make a move. And luckily you have the appliance boot camp. If you would just go through the course, just because you went through it one time does not mean that you're ready. And when I say ready, meaning that you don't have to keep looking at it. You got to look at it continuously. You're not looking at it just to pass the course and say you've done it. You're looking at it to understand it. So you need to go back, look at the appliance boot camp again, and go ahead and do everything step by step and get your business running. Same thing. I had a young man and his girlfriend call me today. They wanted to skip through the course. Now you can't skip through the course. Y'all got to look at everything step by step because all of it builds upon itself. They're not prank calling. They're not prank calling. They're you remember back in the day when the lady Miss So was the Miss Cecilia, Miss Sophia used to come on 3 in the morning. Most of the time people can't sleep because their problems are bothering them. And they're looking for answers about that time. And so that's what they're doing. They're up late at night, they can't sleep. It's a bad situation. It's a bad situation to be that way. What happened, they're up late at night, they can't sleep, and they're looking for answers to their situation. And they turn on. It used to be you turn on the TV, and the lady there call her and pay her $50, and she gonna read some voodoo spells or something on you, and you're gonna be okay. Well, same thing. They now it's not so much the info commercials that they're looking at 3 in the morning. Now it's YouTube. They're going on YouTube searching for help. I pop up. They see this office number that's scrolling across the screen right now, and they call them. They need somebody right now, and they're thinking that it's a big company that somebody's there to answer the calls for them, and they need to talk to somebody right now. Because when they do get through and talk, they have some issues. They have issues. They have issues. Um, Microbully. maybe, but when you're hurting financially, it does keep you up. It does keep you up pretty late at night. I've been there. I've been there. Back in the days when I got laid off and I was looking for a job, I'd be up all night long searching for a job, searching for a job, and couldn't find one. And man, that used to that hurt. That hurt. Yep, $7 an hour. Yep. Okay, Peter, what's up? I received my blue book today. Prices are pretty. Yeah, they are. They are. But that's the price. Yep, I made $7 back in high school. Yeah, I'm proud tobacco. Back when I was in middle school, they would pay us $10 to $12 an hour. Okay, they networking, they networking. Trees. Wow, people making 30. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, look, I think that's the problem. People don't realize. Triggs 9802. This is this is the equivalent of somebody owning a HVAC company. Not somebody being working for an HVAC company, being an HVAC technician. It's the equivalent of somebody owning a HVAC company. It's the equivalent of somebody owning a plumbing company, not somebody being a plumber going out there doing the plumbing work, but somebody who owns the plumbing company. Somebody the equivalent of somebody owning an electrical company, not the equivalent of an electrician out there, but somebody the contractor who owns it. So yeah, you can make that type. You can make as much money as you want to make. There's no limit on how much you make. You can set up right now if I wanted to. If I wanted to do it, I could have 10, 15 employees tomorrow running calls if I would take the calls. I got tomorrow. I would have enough calls, and still would not still would be booked out a week and a half because that's how much work is out there. So yeah, so that no, it's the equivalent of owning a plumbing company, an HVAC company, electrical company. It's the equivalent of owning one. And so yeah, that money is out there. And see that's the thing too. A lot of the alumni they've gotten past you're gonna get to a point where the money is not gonna move you. It's more now about your company and putting together processes and procedures. Because if you got the process and procedures, you have all the money in the world. This thing become a headache for you. But now they're actually trying to streamline it, getting it so that it functions properly, where it's not a lot of work, where you can start automating a lot of stuff. So that's what they get past the money and they want more of a simpler life, where they can actually automate it and get the procedures and stuff down pat, where then they can actually go out and start to scale it. So that's where they're at, and they know the money ain't going nowhere. The money is going to be there for you. So this is not something where you going where you're gonna come in and it's gonna be a cap, and it's not something where you gonna where a bunch of people come in and you're not gonna be making money. I could right now I could stay in my neighborhood. Now I actually thought about this. They have these little Chinese trucks for $3,000 that you can get. And I've thought about even just buying one of those as an electric Chinese truck for $3,000. You can't drive it on major highways and stuff, but I could drive it in my community because we got private roads in my community. So the sheriff and state trooper don't come in our community like that because they're private roads. So I can actually drive it in my community, and I can just service my community and never leave out of it. I can get me that little electric truck. It goes about 50 mile radius before you have to charge it, and I can just run my service calls all day on that little electric truck right there in my community and make 150, $200,000, and never have to leave outside of my community. That's how much work is there, and that's how much people want it. And you just think every household has a refrigerator, a washer, a dryer, a dishwasher, a microwave, garbage disposal, garage door opener, and what happens? We're the first ones to come into the house. Because what happens, they're not gonna call a plumber to look at the refrigerator or the washing machine. They're not gonna call a plumber to look at the dryer. They're not gonna call electrician to look at the dishwasher. So they call us, and once we're there, they think we can fix everything. So now you got the end to everything in the house, and I could actually just sit there and as Erica Williams say, middleman to millions. I could play middleman, where I could just get me just a plumber, electrician, HVAC, and just say, hey, they call me first. If I send you out there, just give me $50. You give me the price, and I'll send it over to them. I'll put my little 10% knock up on it or whatever. So you can do that. There's just so many ways you can make money with this stuff. Engineer Appliance. Isn't Craigslist dead as far as home services go? Seems like a waster. I don't know. I haven't been on a waste. I don't know. I don't. With me, I don't do a lot of advertising of my appliance repair business. It's been around so long. I got so many I got a customer base. I don't have to do any advertising. So with me, my website and just the customers that I have and the people who know me and people who refer me, I don't have to do a lot of advertising looking. I don't know. I don't. I just my web page and just people refer me, and I don't have to do a lot of advertising. All right. Yeah, preach. Uh, Engineer Appliance, check it out. The lady Roxanne that was on Mike's channel, she posted up there as well as bigger areas in need. Okay, all right. Okay. Lula works with property managers to get appliances fixed. And I would say that everyone has used them. Okay, all right, that's no problem. Okay, somebody said they reached out to him. Torch appliance repair. What's up, Mike? How long it takes to get comfortable in people's houses causes. Sometimes I get calls of $1 million homes feel real. Sometimes, um, this is what I found out. The I found this out right here. The $1 million homes, I have less problems in the $1 million homes than I do the I shouldn't say it. Yeah, I say it. For me right now, uh, the 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 hardest customers I have uh, are the ones who think they're middle class, and that would be a lot of times the school, the African American teachers and ministers. The African American teachers and ministers are usually the hardest ones of my customers to deal with because they think they're middle. They Slick Tony don't say it. They're thinking they're middle class, and they think this is the way middle class is. So what happens? They always want to. They the ones that have more with my price. They the ones that they the ones that's a lot more picky with the house. They the ones that want you to let me know what time you let me know who coming to my house and I want a picture. All this stuff because they think that's what rich people do. Now, granted, I have other people who live in multi-million-dollar homes. They live in gated communities, and they're not home, and they tell me, hey, whoever coming to the house, just tell them the key is going to be right here, right there. Just lift that up and go fix it, and send me an invoice. They the ones who don't care, or sometimes they tell me what time they coming. I'll be like, oh, they coming through at this time. You mind telling him to let my dog out when they get there? They'll let the dog out, and he'll be okay till I get there later on. Tell them don't lock the door. So they the ones that gives me the less problems. But that middle class, those school, a lot of times those school teachers, whoa boy, they are rough. They are rough, and they don't want to. They the ones that's determined to make you come after five and stuff. I can't leave my class, or I can't take a phone call in the middle of the day. You got to work around my schedule. Now the home warranty says as long as I'm there within 48 hours, you gotta take one of these times. I have to work. You gotta come on Saturday. No, they the ones to do that. Yeah, Miss Ward, great stuff, Peter. Great stuff Miss Ward put out there. Oh, okay, they networking. Yeah, yeah, Marcus. Yeah, those $1 million homes, they upsell. They ready to get it fixed. Silver House. Any good lead services to recommend? Like I say, start off with the third party warranty companies and tell and build you a website. And like Greg B said the other night, the best way to do it, just do a good service and give out two business cards to everybody you go to. Everywhere you go, give two cards, one so they can keep it for themselves, and one so they can give to a friend. That's all you gotta do. Just give out the business cards and give good service. You have more work than you can handle. Yep, I'm from Gary. Ain't more of a hood in the USA. Okay, are they networking? Yeah, plumbers get paid great money. You be making the same as plumbers make. But when I say plumbers, I'm not talking about actual plumbers. I'm talking about plumbing contractors. They networking. Yep, it's Birdman hands every time we schedule Melee, Thor, Vikings, Decor, or built-ins. Yep, Miami Appliance Repair Service. Sometimes you just gotta burn the boat. Yep. Okay, Mike, I gotta give you a call Wednesday about paperwork for one of the warranty companies. It is different. Okay, just reach out. Yeah, Miss CeeLo, that was Cleo, that was her name. Yep. Mike, almost everyone wanted to play a sport to date the head cheerleader to go pro. Most of those people never even put their name on the sign-up sheet or ask their crush out. Yep, no doubt. All right, Mike, I hate to use a biblical reference, but here it goes. Most readers will read the story of Peter and concentrate on the fact that he sank. But they forgot he had to get out of the boat first. Yep, no doubt, no doubt. He had to step out on faith first before he started to sink. Yeah, he had to do something first. Yeah, Slick said he used to fall asleep and wake up reading, looking at boot camp videos. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Miss Ward? Miss Ward is in there. Greg, yeah, $1 million homes are the best in my area. The housekeeper there and the owner is nowhere. Yeah, 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 yeah. Always, like I say, they're not there. They just let you go. You would think the ones with the money, you would think they were more guarded with the houses and stuff like that. They're the ones they give me the combination to get in. That they the ones that want to give you a credit card to leave on file. All of that stuff. But Lord help, boy, whew, you get one of these. Maybe it's just in North Carolina, but if you get one of these school teachers around here, especially one in Wake County or someplace, oh Jesus Christ, you asking for it. Okay, Mike, the $1 million homeowners get too comfortable. I had one couple leave me in the house completely alone, just me and the dog. The dog started barking at me though, so I ran around. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, it's now 9:30. I got a lot of people texting me. Something must be going on. So I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you hadn't already, it's a link in the description. You can get Appliance Bootcamp online. We got it going on sale right now for $500. Also, if you don't know, we're gonna be in Atlanta on April the 23rd. Um, and that's free. That's free for anybody who wants to come to Atlanta. It's free. They're gonna have training going on. Matter of fact, tomorrow I gotta send my actual what I'm gonna be teaching over to Reggie and them for them to put the flyers and stuff out. So I got to send them my stuff tomorrow. But yeah, so everything there is free. They're gonna have free food. Like I said, I'm bringing the ice cream parlor. I'm gonna be bringing the popcorn out there. So we're gonna have a great time. And if you hadn't already, I got the book coming out. How to start an appliance repair business, the blueprint. You can actually uh, buy that on pre-sale. Um, all right, read these two. Them go. Those rich people probably didn't grow up in the hood or poor. That's why they're so free. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna come back to that one. Then I'll read this and go. They can unlock the doors from the cell phone. But yeah, they do that too. They tell me, let me know when you're in there, unlock it. Okay, I'm gonna read this one. Go. Those rich people probably didn't grow up in the hood or poor. That's why they so free. I don't think it's so much the hood. Um, I think it's more of a mindset because I'm not rich like they are rich or anything, but I don't have a sense of lack anymore. I don't think nobody's gonna if somebody do take I don't have a sense of fear somebody gonna take something from me. So you know you get to a point where you don't have your mindset totally changes. Because sometimes that's when I'm talking to people who come through appliance boot camp and they tell me, oh, there you go, Mister O. Yep, that's what I was just talking about. That's exactly the ones I have. The so-called educated blacks. Yep, they my worst customers too. But anyway, the what happened you have your mindset is start to switch, and you're not so much caring about somebody taking stuff from you, and I think you start to be around people who the same way. Um, so, for instance, like when some people call and they say they come take appliance boot camp, and they're saying what I'm gonna do with my parts. I say have them sent to your house. I can't do that. People steal from me. They gonna come steal stuff off the front porch. Yeah, they come steal stuff off the front porch. I have with me, I have a hard time grasping that because in our community, you can leave something on the front porch for a month, and ain't nobody gonna bother it. If the wind blow it out in the street, they're gonna actually come and put it back on your porch. And I think because I could be stupid and dumb, but because I don't think to take nothing from nobody and stuff. I don't have stuff taken from me. And for instance, if I go somewhere and somebody give me too much change or something like that, I always tell them, "Oh, you gave me too much change. I give it back." I know some people they look at that. Oh, that's my come up. And Lord, I hope people ain't listening listening to this. Oh God, I gotta be careful. I was at one business. I've seen this one business do this a couple of times. So what happened? They, Lord Jesus, be careful. Uh, I've seen this happen at. Hmm. Okay, hey, I've seen this happen. It's at a business, and all of them order foods. So what happened? They order food, and they'll order from someplace like a Chipotle or something like that. The food come in, everything is right. But what they do, they'll call up there anyway and say, "Hey, we ordered this food. It won't right. We own this business. We so and so away from you. Uh, we can't leave, and you got our food wrong. I just wanted to let you know that it wasn't right, and I don't think I should have had to pay for it, but you got my money." And what they'll do, they'll tell them, just come in, ask for the manager, blah blah blah, and you'll get a free meal. And they do that every so often to get a free meal, and they think it's okay. I'm gonna get a free meal from that. So what happened with that? I think you invite stuff like that to come into your life. I don't do that. So I remember one time I was getting ready to go do payroll, and I went to go get gas. I took my wallet out. I set it on top of the gas station, gas pump, and my mind everywhere. I pump my gas and I drive off with my wallet sitting up there. and it got probably $4,000 in it. I get a phone call from the gas station, and and they'd be like, this Mike Sneed, yeah, hey, you just left and somebody brought your wallet in. Oh crap! All right. And so when I go there, I get there, all my money is still in my wallet. And so I asked her, I said, "Do you know who it was that brought it in?" Nah, I don't know. I said, I left my car, and I said, if they ever come back in here, tell them give me a call, because I was gonna give them some money for giving my money back. But that I think because of the way that I would do the same thing. If I found somebody's wallet, I wouldn't take nothing out of it. I've done it before. I found somebody's wallet, and I gave it back to them, all the money intact, and wouldn't take nothing from them because I didn't need the money. I wouldn't take it. And so I think because I'm like that, the universe rewards me and do me the same way. Um, and 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 uh, and for instance, that business of people doing stuff like that is rampant in that business. Because those businesses, they always looking for they always and okay. That business within our community is always some shady, not shady, but it's always uh, almost like a hustle or something going on in that business. Meaning, uh, how can I say this? Um, I'll go ahead and say it. I'll go ahead and say it because it's not everybody, but it's because of it's just because of it's because how the business is conducted. I'll say that. And what I mean by that is a lot of times in our community, man, I hate to say it, but a lot of times in our community, our barber shops. I don't know about the beauty salons. I don't go to the beauty salon, but our barber shops. That's the way it runs because a lot of them operate their business out of their front pocket, meaning they they get money, and they some of your worst customers too. I'll tell you all that now. Barbers, barber shops, and beauty salons in our community, black barber shops, black beauty salons are some of your worst customers. Because what happened, um, they operate their businesses out their front pockets. And what happens with that, they want to they treat it because a lot of people come there when they got something to sell. They go to the barber shops and stuff first, and then from the barbershop sends a beacon out to everybody. Hey, yo, so and so. They come there and look because the barbershop knows everybody. If you go to the barbershop, so once you get to the barbershop, you say, hey, I got so and so I want to sell. Then the barbershop get on the phone and they know the people who got some money and say, hey, this person got so and so they want to sell. They you know you want me to tell them to hold it here and stuff. They'd be like, yeah. So that's how it normally goes out. So what happens a lot of times people come there trying to sell stuff. They always trying to work a deal or something with somebody all the time. And so what happened? They treat your service the same way. So when they call you, they want to treat you like the crackhead who come in there trying to sell something. So they want to pay you. Hey, uh, they want to say, okay, you come in there and fix something. They're gonna give you $50 now. They say, hey, catch me back on Saturday. And what they want to do, they want to just cut hair and pay you $20, $30 every other day to pay their bill off. I don't want to be doing that. And then you start to feel like the crackhead because then you start to, every other day you coming in there and they cutting hair and you sitting there waiting and they making you wait and then finally they say, oh, let me see, they roll you off. He go 30, man. Catch me back on Saturday. It's slow today. So now you got to leave, come back. You feel like you begging for your money. So I don't like to deal with the barbershop. I don't know about the beauty salons, but the barbershops, they don't. They some of the worst customers you're gonna get because they're gonna want to pay you like you're a crackhead because they deal with a lot of people coming in there selling stuff. And that's it's just because they don't treat it like a business. Everybody in there is holding their own money in their own pocket. So what happened? They don't have the money for uh, uh, they don't have the money to actually pay for anything. So what happened? The guys that pay booth rent. This normally what happens. The guy who owns the barbershop, he only gonna charge enough booth rent to pay rent. So he don't care about maintenance or none of that. He's just gonna charge enough booth rent to pay rent because he figured if these other cats around here uh, paying the rent, then I get to cut hair for free in here. So that's normally what he does. And so what happens? He what's it called? So he don't have enough money when the AC go out, when electrical lights and stuff go out. He ain't got enough money to do it. Now he got to come out of his money that he's using to cut hair to actually try to fix it. The other guys, they say, hey, I pay booth rent. I ain't fixing nothing. You need to get it fixed. So now they pushing that on him. And so it makes it so that they can't really expand. That's why a lot of times you go there, there's not any growth going on. Most of the time, it's starting. It starts off good, but then they start to collapse on itself because there's no way they can do the preventive maintenance and the upkeep and keep putting money into it. So now everybody just cutting, putting their money in their pocket and leave. And so then he goes up and say, hey, I gotta go up on the booth rent, $20 or $50 a week. Now all his barbers leave. I ain't paying him that. I'll go somewhere else and cut. I'll go start my own barber shop right next door to him. And now we cutting the clientele, and now neither one of us is making enough money. All I'm doing, I don't have no barbershop business. All I'm doing is just cutting hair and paying rent next door. Same here. I'm cutting hair, paying rent next door. They ain't really making no money, and they never get from behind the chair. They'll die behind that chair. And like I say, be careful going to the barber shop and doing work. 'Cause, like I say, you be going there, you go there and you have to do a big job. You be there for the next 20 years, going there trying to get your money, or they'll try to say, "Hey, we're gonna work. I work it off on haircuts," and then you better be careful because they owe you $300. You get two haircuts. We good on that? No, they got two haircuts. And so yeah. So I try to stay away from with doing work like that. Most of the time, if they call me at the barbershop, I refer them to somebody who's flipping appliances or doing something like that because they're not going to have the money to actually pay your fees that you normally charge, and you know that before you even go there. Micro Bullet said they're trying to pay you in weed. Yeah, I never got that, but all the other ones I got where they want to pay you $20 here, $30 there, and you got to keep up with the payment, and then you feel bad, and then too, what's it called? Um, you know, because sometimes you don't want to, you might not want to. It's crazy. Uh, you'll go there. The owner of the barber shop might not be the one who cuts your hair. So, but he'll tell you, I catch you up and I do it in haircuts. So now the guy who normally cuts your hair, you going to the owner now, is cutting into his money. So now he pissed off. You took my man. You took you took Sneed and his son. Then it'll be me and my son. You taking both of them and cutting the hair. Well, I owe him some money. I'm just gonna cut his hair. But yeah, but you taking my money out my pocket to do this, and so you get that thing going on, and or you get to the point where I say, okay, I'm gonna go back to the man who normally cuts my hair. Now, um, now the conversation changed when you come in the barber shop because what happened now, uh, they owe you money, so the atmosphere, the joking and stuff is not the same. They owe you money, and then after you get your haircut, and then you get, yo, hold on, let me holler at you, Sneak. And then they come out and they'll try to give you 30, 20, $30, all that. Just stay away from it. Stay away from it. I'm telling you from experience. So once again, that's me getting off my high horse. And if any of the barbers and stuff that's looking at this in the area, we talked about this before, and it's not no bad thing. It's just the fact that we have to get more into the we got to get more into the business part of running an actual barber shop. We got to get somebody to get in and actually teach them how to run an actual business in the barber shop. But once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. And I'll talk to you all on Thursday. Bye bye.